so Walton chose to be last.
Hello, it's me, Uttermost Ghost, your friendly host, broadcasting to you from this theater post to entertain you to the utmost. Or as most as I am approximately able upon this day by myself. Thank you for being
I'm
last.
here, and I brought drugs.
Thank you for subscribing for 57 months. That is almost an entire year. Holy fucking shit.
Oh boy, what flavor?
And thank you for 100 bets. Andrew first?
Now Vars
How's it
Walton
going?
is first.
How are you? It's Friday. I'm a little more enthusiastic today, as you can tell. I have some good news because I can get undercommon occasionally, and that makes me happy. Vacation at the beach, holy shit! I haven't been to the beach in like over it. Oh god, when was the last time I went to a beach? I think the last time I went to a beach was like over a decade ago. I mean, like, I never lived near a beach, so I didn't usually go to them anyway. Most of the... I've been to a few beaches. I've been to Destin, Florida when I was really little. It was like this. So, okay. So, Possum family lore. Mama Poss has a lot of siblings, and some of them have a lot of money. So, when I was a tiny little possum, tiny little possum, like, I don't know, maybe 8, at most 9. I was single digits when I was single digits years old. The entire family went to Destin, Florida, and this aunt or uncle rented out all these condos right on the beach. And this was also the first time I was ever on a plane. And I know that I was single digits because it was before 9/11, because I didn't have to go through much security. And anyway, I also remember the flight because I was terrified. I had never been on a plane before, and it was very scary. And I was in tears because I had heard all of these horrible stories, and my parents didn't buy the tickets. Or was it my parents that I assume it has to have been my parents that bought the tickets, because they didn't have ones where we could choose our seats, so we were just kind of randomly scattered across the plane. And me, as a tiny child, was just in tears because I didn't know anybody. And Mom switched seats with the person sat next to me, so that I wouldn't have to be alone. And that was very nice of her, and very nice of the person. But I remember the beach because it was the first beach that I went to that wasn't covered in jellyfish. Because the only other beach I had gone to at that point was near Corpus Christi. I'd gone to Corpus Christi and South Padre Island, as most children who grew up in Texas would have gone. But there were so many jellyfish on Corpus Christi. I was terrified. I had a plastic bucket, like the kind that you use to make sandpaper, sandcastles. Thank you for being here for 45 streams too. I don't know why it didn't tell me that because it's being a dick. So you had this little pail that you use to make sandcastles. And I had I guess it was supposed to be like a rake or something. Yeah, it's being slow. It had like a rake or something where you're supposed to like scoop the sand. And I was so scared of the jellyfish. I spent the entire time when I was on Corpus Christi walking around with my little scoop, scooping dead jellyfish into my bucket, and then taking them over to Mama Pa's and being like, "They're mean, kill them." So I just had the idea of a tiny child walking around with a bucket of jellyfish being like, "They're mean." It just tickles me. No, I used to love the water. I remember swimming in the ocean in Destin, and it was so beautiful. The water was so clear and the sand was so bright. I even got to be on a jet ski. I didn't drive the jet ski. Like I said, I was single digits years old. So I was on the back of Papa Pa's jet ski, and I was holding on to him. And we saw a shark. There was a shark. It was right off the coast. And I was like, "Oh, Dad, look, there's a shark." And he was like, "Oh no." So he whips around on the jet ski and goes to this family that he had seen hanging out. And he's like, "There's a shark over there. You gotta get shot." I don't think that shark would have bit anyone. I think it was a nice little puppy. Probably. I don't know. I've never gotten to pet a shark. I got to pet a stingray, and I do love stingrays. 'Cause you know those things that they have at aquariums near beaches where they have the little baby ones that swim in circles. Well, it has to be a sucky life for them. 'Cause I remember it being so cram full Like, there was no space between there. Okay, there was like tiny bits of space between each of the different creatures, but that has to suck. Like, what if you just want to sit down and sleep? I know some fish have to sleep even when they're sleeping. Sleep even when they're swim even when they're sleeping. But I don't know. I feel bad. I feel bad for those fish. Even though I got to pet a stingray, which I love stingrays. I think they're the best. Well, okay, I like manta rays more than stingrays. Look, I was an edgy child, sort of, not really, but still. I thought Depth Charge was amazing. He was my favorite. He was my favorite Maximal, my favorite character in Beast Wars. I would have been, well, okay, so if I wasn't an Opossum VTuber, I would have been a Jumping Spider VTuber, and if I wasn't a Jumping Spider VTuber, I would have been a Manta Ray VTuber. So those are the 3 flavors of Ghostie you could have gotten. 3 flavors, and I know my nose is a bit stuffed up today. Like, more than usual. I know, I keep saying, like, oh, it just happens. But today is a good day. Today is a good day, and I want to let you guys know some good news in the fact that your possum's depression... Australian funnel web spider? I don't think I know anything about Australian funnel web spiders. Let me look. Australian funnel web spider. They're little cuties. A baby. I didn't know anything about them, so no, it wouldn't have been one. But I think they're little cuties. I don't know how venomous they are. I don't know how venomous. Australian... Let's check this out at the Spider Zone. Spider Zone! They're very cute. Identification features. I've got to go down those. Like, identification, they're very cute. Venomous type. There are over 30 recognized species of funnel web spiders. They're not all deadly. But the Sydney funnel web spider is the most venomous. Okay, so they are venomous, but not all of them are deadly. That's probably why I wouldn't be. Because most jumping spiders are not really venomous. Like, they won't cause more than, like, how a mosquito bite or something might puff up a little bit, and that's all. Because they're really cute, and they're adorable, and they just want hugs and pats. Also, they're tiny. Like, jumping spiders are tiny. On the one hand, apparently caring for jumping spiders is a joy, because they have all these little enclosures, and they like walking on you, and they just like being on you for a while. You know, you are a warm tree that provide food. They like you, as long as you're not scared. But on the other hand, they're so small, and I would be worried if I had one. It would be so small, and then what if I had a hand spasm and they'd be scared of me, and I'd feel bad. So that's why Ghostie won't have a spider pet. Spider pet, spider pet does whatever a spider pet does, not much. Just like many children my age, there was a small time. Hi, Gojikins, how's it going? There's a small time in my childhood that I wanted to be a veterinarian. But I had an aunt who was a veterinarian, and I told my mom I wanted to be a veterinarian. She's like, okay, you can talk to your aunt about it. So I was talking to my aunt about it, and she was like, okay, well, the majority of what I have to do is cut animals open for surgeries. And I was like, and then I no longer wanted to be a veterinarian. I was like, doesn't that hurt them? She's like, well, they're asleep during it. I was like, but doesn't it hurt them? You worked in a vet clinic. Was it nice? Like, did you enjoy doing it? Did you get to pet all the cute cats and dogs and other creatures? Well, the other part of it is that I assume that there's a lot of euthanasia that happens in vet clinics, and I think I would be very sad. I think I would be very sad to do that. Also, I'm not scientifically inclined. The idea of me becoming any sort of medical anything for any sort of... Oh, that's adorable. You help bathe and groom them. That's the best. But the idea of me becoming any sort of like veterinary anything or medical anything on any level is ridiculous. That's just silliness. That's just silly times. I would not recommend me as anything scientific, primarily because I will forget. I am not like my characters who have very, very good memories. I have okay memories. But mostly for random facts that don't really help anyone. Also, the amount of possums I would have to not help would harm me. It's wild to me that possums can be considered pests. Like, that growing up where I did, the majority of people considered possums pests. And that was part of what I didn't let people know I liked possums. You gotta understand, there's so many layers to not admitting what I enjoyed that I didn't admit that possums were my favorite animal until I was already up here in Canada and nowhere near anybody that I grew up with. Yeah, I know, they're so cute. There's a wildlife rescue out in Ontario in Canada that has a really cute possum educational assistant that if I can, I would like to raise some money for probably in October near Opossum Day. So we can raise money for her so she can have some treats and happy times. Also, I know you guys, I want to tell you a story about it would be so cool and I would be so happy. So Goji thinks that we might have a beehive under our porch. And I don't know, I can't really go outside and check. But I did have an interaction with the bee the other day. So occasionally, if gone through the correct delivery people, we will actually get packages to our door. And they're like there are three parcel delivery services that'll bring it to our door. But two of those parcel delivery services don't really give a fuck that I'm in a wheelchair, so they'll put it out of reach. There's only one that remembers that I'm in a wheelchair, and so they leave it where I can get it. So this was the other day. I was working back here in the office, and somebody rang the doorbell, and I hadn't ordered food or anything like that, so I knew it wasn't anything that I caused that day. It's like, oh, it's got to be medical delivery or something. Nobody thinks about Scribbles. As I tell a story about something that happened because somebody thought of us Scribbles. So I roll out there. Delivery guy's already gone, but it's one of the nice ones, so he left it kind of like propped up, so it should be easier for me to pick up. Except this was a whole bunch of like shower stuff, so shampoo, body wash, things like that. I ordered that in bulk, so I have that for 6 months to a year supply. I don't have to order it way too often. But that meant that it was like, I don't know, 15 pounds. The box was probably like 15 pounds. So not heavy, but enough that if I tried to bend down to get it, I would pitch forward out of my wheelchair. So I had to go and get a tool to flip the package into the house. So I close the door, go get my tool, come back, open the door, and now I am trying to use my grabber to flip this box into the house. Now, Northern Alberta does not have a whole bunch of bugs flying around. Like where I grew up in summertime, there are bugs just everywhere. They're just everywhere. And you are walking into bugs constantly, basically. But up here, they aren't packed thick like that. You can even see like each individual one. So I can tell there's not bugs flying in. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. Like I can take my time. There's a nice breeze. It's nice and sunny. Everything's good. I'm working on this box. And then I hear a buzz. I look up and there's this bumblebee. And he's just like floating there. I float in to the house. And I'm like, oh no. Because I'm sitting there right under him trying to get this box in. And I'm like, I know, I don't have a problem with bees. I like them. But I do know that if you're aggressive around them, then they sting you. Or at least that's what I've been taught. And this bee has just buzzed its way into my living room. It just hovers there for a moment. And then it looks like it kind of like wakes up from whatever it was doing. And it kind of swivels to the left. And then to the right. And then to the left again. And then it turns towards the door and it's like, I don't know where I am. And then it buzzes outside. I was like, that was very confusing. That has to be one of the innumerate bees. That doesn't know how many of them there are. But I was like, oh, well, at least it's outside. And then I flipped the package into the house and I got to close the door and I was like, okay, no bees inside. We don't want bees inside. Bees are better to have inside than wasps, but still. I was happy. Okay, so what are we doing today? As you can tell, we are not starting off with No Man's Sky, which is our typical daily. And going forward, it will still be our typical daily. We don't have those easy expedition missions to fall back on, but we do have a no ship run that we can play like 30 minutes to an hour of before we get into whatever we're playing. Today, we're going to be playing Minecraft and I'm nervous about it. We're going to be playing Minecraft. I don't usually play Minecraft. I usually don't play Minecraft because I get motion sick. I get motion sick. But I was invited. I was invited to this. And I said yes. And it's not like a big, you know, everybody's like some big event, but it is a community server. Hi Crosby! How's it going? Any amount is more than you. I have played a lot over the years. But I used to be very not okay with it. Because I would have struggles with the sandbox nature of it, because I don't do well with sandboxes. You give the opossum stuff and she's not sure what to do with it, and she's sad. Playing classic WoW? I've never played. That's a lie. I played WoW once and never again. I was not happy with WoW. I've been not as good, but I'm better now. I'm very happy today. I am very happy today. I don't know. I could not tell you. What I can tell you is that I was like, I'm not happy with this. I don't enjoy it. And then I logged out and I never logged back in. This has been years. I don't know what WoW it was. Back to the Minecraft talk. Minecraft. We are playing on Joanna Hexen's server, Tournicraft, and hopefully we'll do good today. Like, it's just a chill server where we can hang out and do stuff. There might be other people there, there might not. There theoretically is in-game voice, but I don't know if it'll decide to pick up my microphone, and I'm a little nervous. Yeah, and I just don't think WoW is for me. I think the MMO that is for me is SOTOR, and that's kind of it. Well, I like Guild Wars. Goji and I occasionally play Guild Wars together, and I enjoy that. But I don't enjoy WoW. I don't enjoy Elder Scrolls Online. When Elder Scrolls Online was in beta, I was in beta in it with Goji and with our friend Nathan. And oh god, I don't remember which Daedra you're going through, like that area. Yeah, it's very different, much slower. Yeah, I get that. I don't remember which Daedra you start off in the realm of in Potato in Elder Scrolls Online. Like I said, yeah, Soul Harbor. Thank you. Anyway, in a very early portion of the beta, super early, okay, you get to the end of the tutorial area, and you fight. I think you fight a boss, and then it tells you to jump in this hole to get like onto the next part. Except they were doing it in a very MMO way, where you were then supposed to like click a thing and then it would show you your character jumping in, or I think you had to click something and then jump in, or I don't remember exactly the order of operations it wanted. But Ghostie, little Ghostie, goes, oh, it said jump in a hole. So I just jump in a hole and then I'm dead. And I'm like, what? You told me to jump in a hole. Yes, it was very bugged. It was incredibly bugged. And I was just so confused by it. But I was one of those people. Who were like, oh, they said jump, I guess I'm gonna jump. And so I jumped. And yeah. Like you do. Yep. Exactly. If you're not gonna have the cutscene trigger or the entrance trigger or whatever, the scene transition, whatever you have, if you're gonna tell me to jump in the hole to go to the next place and you don't make it obvious that I'm then supposed to click something else before I jump in a hole, then don't tell me to jump in a hole. Or well, they fixed it now. I know they fixed it now, but it was that there was some side quest thing that we could never do because the character didn't spawn or only had a chance of spawning. And so people were just camped out in that area for hours, just waiting for one spawn. And then one would spawn and somebody would kill it. And that's the only person that got to continue that quest line. Ah! Yeah. And I think also the thing with Elder Scrolls Online was that I didn't understand the lockpicking mechanics because at that point I had never played Oblivion before. And as you guys saw when I played Oblivion last time, I'm still not good at Oblivion lockpicking. But I didn't enjoy that. That was still in the span of time that I hadn't played a whole bunch of multiplayer games, and so I was incredibly overwhelmed when there were so many people around and stuff was happening and I didn't know what was happening, and then Goji and Nathan would run off because they would kind of have an idea of where they wanted to go, and I would be like, what do I do? And so I didn't have a good time with that one. To be fair, I could probably give it another go just to see if because I understand more about MMOs and everything like that, maybe I should give it another shot. But yeah, an MMO that I would like to give a fair shot to is Champions Online, because Champions Online is one of those weird ones where I used to get people together to try it out, and we would always get to the same point, which is really early on. You're used to slam getting... There's a skeleton key Daedric artifact in Oblivion? I didn't know that! Matthew Damon. To be fair, I've only completed Oblivion once. Like, played all the way through. Hello, Mouser! Well, good news. It is Friday, so you can sleep in tomorrow just as long as you don't sleep in past our Far Far West Club. Don't sleep in past the Far Far West Club. I mean, I imagine it'd be close to like the Nightingale stuff. Right? Or is that just in Skyrim? You have other things to do too? Other than be a cowboy robot with us? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I am ever going to install the Oblivion remake again. That might be a bit too hyperbolic to say, actually. I will probably install it again at some point in the future, but I can't see myself playing through it. Because I feel like original Oblivion just, I mean, it's fine. And also there's more things I can do in original Oblivion that's fun. So I think next time I play Oblivion, if I do again, it'll be like original. I know I was super excited about the remake, but yeah, Nocturnal. Okay, Nocturnal, yes. Thank you. But yeah, like I've played a whole bunch of MMOs. It's just the only one that continues to stick with me is SOTOR. And I think that's just because I latched onto it. That was also a really weird time in my life because I had been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, but I didn't really have a way of dealing with it yet. And so I had lost the ability to walk, and so I was just stuck at the computer most days. So I just played through all of the main quests for SOTOR. OBS, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, I thought so. I went to check on a microphone setting and OBS was like, OBS is not responding. Would you like to force quit? No. No. Let's see, why not clear your inventory? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a weird time in my life, but it's much better. No. No. I was talking about in real life when I lost my ability to walk, and we hadn't yet bought me a wheelchair, and so it was, so I could walk a little bit with a cane, but my legs would occasionally just drop out on me at the time, so it was not safe. So that was the time period. Hello, Rapier, how are you? I'm doing pretty good myself. That was a time period in which I played the heck out of SOTOR, and I made a whole bunch of friends, and then I lost contact with like 99% of those friends. But I'm still friends with like 2 of them. Like 2 of them. One of them is like one of my best friends, and she's great. Fighting art? What? That's so cool. I think Art Fight is amazing. I love watching what happens with Art Fight. I am not an artist. I learned that I shouldn't say that. I am competent in drawing some things, but I'm massively out of practice. And I think because I have family members who are so much better at creation and drawing and all of that than I am, I kind of just gave up on learning. Now my opinion on art in general is that if you have the ability to hold a pencil and move it, like if you have any amount of fine motor skills, then you can learn to draw. You can learn to draw. There may be people who will always outpace you, but that doesn't mean that your art isn't worth it. If you take the time to learn how to express yourself, that is more important than any of the rest of it. At least that's my opinion. And maybe that's a little bit outdated, but I hope not. Just like writing. If you know how to write, like anybody who's written anything in chat, you guys, each of you, can learn how to write a story that other people may enjoy reading. You don't need a theft machine to generate it for you. You can do it yourself. And it'll be so much cooler, I promise. I promise you it'll be so much cooler. So sometimes I gotta say, cause I have been writing since I was like tiny. But when I was little, I used to, hi Luca Bronson, how's it going? Theft machine would be a great name for something. I don't know, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, I've been writing since I was tiny. I remember being in 4th grade and writing a fan fiction and giving it to my teacher, and she was so confused because it was a fan fiction. I think it was the Ronin Warriors, and so she was just like confused. She was like, I don't understand what any of this means, but good job, child. She was one of the few teachers who was taller than me by that point. My 4th grade, hi Sergio's. My 4th grade teacher was over 6 foot. She was a very tall woman. I never reached 6 foot. I almost reached 6 foot, but not quite. And I know that we've been spending like almost 45 minutes just yapping. And I'm supposed to be in Minecraft making an opossum hovel, but like, come on. She was super tall. She was so tall, and she had muscles. Her son was one of the coaches at one of the middle schools, I think. I don't know. Because I don't think he was one of the coaches at any of my schools that I went to. I only went to one middle school, I think. Yes, only one middle school. It was the high schools that I did 2 of. You know, one of the one thing about schools in Ghostie's hometown, every K-12 school, actually hold on, every pre-K to 12 school that Ghostie went to from the time I was in play school, so like 3, up until 18 when I graduated high school, every one of the schools I went to have either shut down or changed their name. And I don't know whether that's a curse because I went there, but then I went to colleges and universities and stuff. So, and those haven't shut down or changed their names, though some of them probably should. Looking at you, very specific school that I wish was shut down. But meanwhile, your brain, Deltarune brain rot. I have never played Deltarune or oh god. You know I'm a fake gamer. I can't even remember. That one. I don't remember. Undertale, thank you. You were the shortest kid in your class for years. Tied with the girl you had a crush on. Then you had 8th grade and grew like a foot and went up like 4 shits. Nice. See, I was a kid when I was a child. When I was little, I was a tall kid, but I was still kid-sized, right? But when I hit 5, I had my first huge growth spurt. So when I walked into kindergarten, and I was taller than the teacher, the teacher's assistant, all the other kids, and pretty much all of the administrators and teachers in that building, it was a real head fuck. I did not enjoy it. I did not enjoy it. It was rare. I was even taller than the gym teacher. The only teacher that I was shorter than in my elementary school was my 4th grade teacher. But by 11, I had hit 5'10", and I didn't go anymore after that. But even, I don't know, it took until like one of my last years of high school to have boys in my class who were taller than me. Which was insane. Oh my god, I did not enjoy that. I did not enjoy it. I was just towering over everybody. I was a very tall possum, and I was like, Which, I mean, on the one side, that means I could reach pretty much anything in people's kitchens. But on the other side, do you know people are really intimidated by tall girls? Especially tall girls who build muscle easily. They're very intimidated. And I think that's silly. I think it's quite silly. We have spent so much time yapping. We should actually... By the way, I'm basically gonna consider this a yap stream as we chat and I try to make an opossum hovel. What initially I thought about making a building that looked like an opossum, and that was my first plan. But I've since decided I'm just gonna make a dome. Okay, we're gonna make a dome. I looked up a tutorial that we're gonna follow on how to make a dome. No! Oh, voice! Okay, fine. Hold on. Let me get it. Let me get it up. Give me a second. Ooh, voice for 5 minutes starting now. So we're going to make a dome. We're going to make a dome, and then under opossum dimmadome. We're not gonna be a dog to come. Two, yeah. Two. A possum. I don't know. We're going to make a dome because I cannot figure out how to properly make a possum shaped house. So we're going to make a dome. We're going to follow a tutorial and we're going to make a dome. And then if we enjoy playing on this server and we enjoy doing things on this server, we will then start the creation of a secret underground lab so we can create Farm Fresh Xenomorphs for the and also with you, thank you for that hydrate. Thank you for watering your streamer. Now, unfortunately, we have a severe lack of Xenomorphs in Minecraft. And I acknowledge that problem. However, we can substitute the Xenomorph for a variety of other protein sources. And I am considering zombies being a good protein source alternative. But alternatively, we could use cows or pigs. I don't know if drying wax are in this. To be fair, I have not kept up with Minecraft. I haven't kept up with Minecraft. I don't know. There's a lot that I do not know. Knowing chickens. Do chickens make more meat in Minecraft than other sources? I will actually look that up. Do chickens make more meat in Minecraft? So what we could do, steak and pork chop give you the same food saturation. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking we could do. We make a chicken farm. Well, okay, so them having eggs means they are the closest analog to xenomorphs that we have available. So my thought is we create a chicken farm. Let's see if StreamerBot is awake, because I did remember. Yay! Let's go! StreamerBot's awake. So what we can do is make a chicken farm and try and automate the process to cull a certain amount of chickens and create cooked or dried chicken. The problem I have is I don't remember whether drying wax or vanilla. And that is what's done, so I can talk normally now. Yay! Yeah, I don't remember whether drying wax or vanilla. We theoretically have in-game voice for this, by the way. I don't know. I'm actually gonna go back and see if I can get it to notice. I don't know if it knows where my sandwich is, and by sandwich what I mean is my microphone. Because I mean it's my default microphone. It is my system's microphone, so theoretically, because I don't have any other microphone, I just have this one. I only have one microphone, so hopefully it just chooses that one, right? That's what we're hoping for. Let's see, hold on. Here's what I'm thinking we'll do, because I've yapped for basically an hour. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wait until after our first ad break before we get into the game. I'm not used to being able to yap for this long without starting a game. I get, like I've talked about before, I get nervous without anything to do with my hands. So I get like, oh no. What if they're not interested in what I have to say? And what you don't know is I'm kind of like, I'm not clapping my hands, but I am incessantly pressing my fingers together. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. This was like months ago when I went to see my neurologist last. But we did, like, every time I go see my neurologist, it's once a year, right? What? Mouse or what? Mouse or Gendo? I don't understand this. Oh, now I understand it. Never mind. I take it back. Well, I just had to see it bigger. That's all. Now you're pressing our hands together too. No, when I went to see my neurologist, they always do tests to see, like, okay, well, are we losing anything? Are we gaining anything back? Like, what are we looking at? And legs were severely underperforming then. But I beat my last time on the mental test, which is great. That means that talking to you guys actually helps me quite a bit. So thank you. You being here and, you know, being nearby the possum, and it makes my life better. So thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Now we do have an ad incoming, and I will say, if you are subscribed, if you have Twitch Turbo, a good ad blocker, or are over on YouTube, you will not see our ads, which I appreciate. I don't like ads. But my ad blocker actually doesn't work against Twitch. Which burr. Meh. Anyway. We'll just be sitting here for 3 minutes while the ads play. And then afterwards we'll get into the game. Like I said, I don't want to start out while people are in ads, and I don't want to start and then be like, oh, we gotta pause, guys, there's an ad coming. So that's why. Oh yeah, you can recommend an ad blocker. The one I usually use is uBlock Origin. But for whatever reason, it works on Goji's machines. We have similar settings, or possibly the same settings, but on his machine, it blocks ads on Twitch. And on my machines, it doesn't. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah. Well, we're both on Firefox. I do think uBlock Origin is good. Like, I don't see ads anywhere other than Twitch. I literally only, and I'm wondering, right? I'm wondering if I at one point like let ads through and then it remembered that. That's what I'm thinking happened. I think at one point I was watching a friend and I was like, you know what? For you, I'll turn off ad blocker. And then uBlock was like, oh, you don't want to run uBlock on Twitch ads. Got it. That's my only explanation, because Goji's works perfectly. Yeah, I'm considering changing from Firefox to something like Waterfox or something like that, but I haven't looked at browsers very much to decide where I would want to go. And the whole reason I'm considering changing in the first place is just because I don't like all of the AI quote-unquote features that Mozilla has, but I can turn them off. I turned them off. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I'm glad there are a lot of new browsers, honestly. One of the things I personally like about open source and things like that. Yeah, I do use DuckDuckGo, and I turn off their AI stuff too. Because DuckDuckGo also has AI stuff, and Firefox has AI stuff, and I'm like, meh, beat you with a stick. Can't do that. I apologize. I actually can't do that. I live nowhere near them, and I would feel bad. Empathy score too high for me to cause pain to other people willingly. No, it doesn't, but I don't like it when it's in my search results and in my, like, I don't want it logging everything that I'm doing. A lot of times ads are here, by the way. Here are my feelings on AI. I think generative AI, especially that trained on anything artistic or creative, is garbage and trash. I think that there are ways to use the versions of AI that are currently in existence that benefit humanity and individuals. However, the chatbots and the search results and the generated images and generated writing is trash. It's just trash. You gotta say the AI bros hook you up on AI is equivalent to a person trying to use it. Well, using so and here's because everything exists in a world with nuance. There is very little that is actively black and white bad. For instance, I can say that it is bad to intentionally starve someone. We can all agree that it is bad to intentionally starve someone. That is evil. Most of us will agree, 99% of humanity will agree that that is just by default an evil thing to do. But if we look at more globally, food distribution and how to feed our global population, then it becomes more nuanced, and it's never about, oh, I want this kind of person to starve, and it's more about how to distribute things within a society or within globalism in general, which I am not super well versed on and cannot give facts about. So there is always nuance in whatever it is. Welcome back from ads, by the way. Thank you guys for sticking through them. Before we continue with this talk and then get into Minecraft, I would like to say, if you would like to support me monetarily, we have fun little things that happen if you tier bits. We have nice sounds. We have wonderful sounds if you do a sub, and if you do a sub to this channel, you get a lot of emotes, and you don't have to see ads. I forgot the word ads there for a second. Sorry. If you want some, oh yeah, you could also support me over on Patreon because I'll get to chat in a moment. I'm finishing Ghostie Shell Hour, and then we'll get back to chat. we have Patreon. You can support me over on Patreon. And if you support me at the $5 tier or more, I say a verbal thank you on stream, which I will do right now, to thank Varzel, Platform Platypus, Binko Bear, and Gojikins. Thank you guys for supporting me at the $5 tier or more over on Patreon. If you pay at least $1 per month, you get any of my posts over on there. And if you are the $5 tier or more, I thank you on stream, and you get a download of any of my ebooks free of extra charge. Sorry, the discourse is kind of getting me off brain for a moment. It's gonna take me a second to get back on track. Oh yeah, if you want something physical in return for your support, you can buy one of my books. Both Mayday and Racing Emma are available on Amazon and other platforms, other major retailers. You can buy physical copies of the books. These are things that I have written fully by myself, and either the art on the cover is done by an artist friend of mine or by me via multimedia. But if you're like Ghostie, I don't have money, that's totally fine. You are welcome to sit and chill. You can follow me here on Twitch or subscribe over on YouTube, and that is really appreciative. You don't have to chat if you don't want to, but if you want to, then I appreciate you. And yeah, I really thank everybody who's hanging out with me today. Let me just check over on YouTube. Okay, so now let me catch up on chat. Okay. I feel like the use of artificial intelligence that we currently have in society is something that deserves a nuanced look and take. I can be quite vitriolic about it. I know that. And a lot of that is because what the majority of the populace sees, like what's right in front of our faces, is like the generated art, the generated books, companies that are just laying off people in huge swaths because they're depending on this thing that cannot bear the load of the human task force that it needs currently. That being said, I think there are ways that can be useful with AI, like generating templates, especially if you are, you know, a better, more experienced coder and you don't want to have to just put in your template. You just grab that from the AI and then you have a whole bunch of the basic work that you've done a million times that, you know, you can just work off of. Unfortunately, public discourse doesn't allow for a lot of nuance. It's like if I were to talk about my views on if I were gonna talk about my views on like synthetics and sci-fi, my views are quite nuanced and in depth, but it's a very sensitive topic for some people because things that look or sound or mimic humans get an emotional response that is equivalent to humans. I don't like the data centers. I don't like the overuse of... Yeah, I know, right, Pierre? I know. I don't like the pollutants and the impact it's having on our environment. And you can see it in the communities that have already been affected. I am very unhappy that my province has decided to go forward with allowing a data center in, I think it's in Sturgeon County. Here's where it frustrates me, right? I would not be against if I had the infrastructure for it, which I do not, to run a local model in my house to maybe store all of my world building data for my books, so that if I don't, so it means running a model inside your house, and I'm like, I don't remember this specific thing. Hey, buddy, what was it? And it gives me a readout, which is essentially a database, right? I can and I do build that. I have a world building document that I use. I don't want that calling out to anybody else, and I feel like what's happening with technology right now is it's frustrating because we are losing a lot of privacy. We're losing a lot of our data and a lot of things that we expect to be able to keep. Have a good look, Mauser. We expect to keep private is not being private. It's being fed into these large databases that inevitably could be used to hurt us. Oh, hold on. But ultimately, I don't have a lot of the data right in front of me, and I can't just make it all happen. Like, I can't give you guys an answer that will satisfy everybody, and I'm not a political commentator. I have very strong views, but online discourse is not something that I want to engage in on this. I do know that I will not use generative AI for anything creative. But that is not what this stream is about. This stream is about making an opossum hovel on Minecraft. So let's do that. And talking about... Okay, we're open and we're streaming. What? What do I do? Oh no. Chad, it's my first day at school. This is my first day at school. No, I'm a ghost. Yeah, I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I'm eating a blue flower. Chimkins. Let's gather some. Oh. Let's gather some eggs so we can make xenomorphs later. I want to gather all of them. Here we go. I'm bad at remembering Minecraft things. Kiwi's house this way. Well, let's look around and find where we can have a possum hovel. I think here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some carrots. We're gonna replant carrots. We're gonna replant carrots and then we're gonna move on. Okay. We're gonna find a place for a possum hovel. Okay. Turn around, sandwich. Southwest, Town Hall, Tavern, Asa and Amy. South. There are people that have been on here. I just don't know. I haven't been here. Nether portal. Path to Seabot's base dirt co shop. Thank you for headbutt, Silkram. Is it some sort of mob farm? I wouldn't call it a mob farm. Personally, I would call it a company-owned enrichment capability. Charlie's Hall of Banners. I have a snowball mic attached to my gaming rig, so it's probably not very nice to listen to. A data center? No! No, it's not a data center. Are you kidding me? Do data centers create my Farm Fresh Xenomorphs? They do not. I'm in this horror. This is my first time in a while playing Minecraft. They don't create Farm Fresh Xenomorphs. Put that down. Let's plant another tree over here. The most evil thing for a data... I'm trying to think of the most evil thing I can... Okay, so I gotta tell you guys. I was hanging out. I guess I should mute myself. Just in case people don't want to hear me yap about things. Because people might not want to hear me yap. But you monster fight, hells yeah. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it's a great time. Sergio, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for stretch. Yeah. Well, we know that my thing works because if they're not here to hear you up a little bit. Well, no, I'm talking about in the server. In the server. We're gonna make some tools. I gotta remember how to Minecraft. Matthew Damon. We're gonna get some stuff. I don't usually make sticks, but or sticks. I don't usually make shovels, but I will this time. We'll make some more sticks. We need a pickaxe. 1, 2, 3. I think we want a sword? We have an axe. I don't think we want a sword. Okay. No, I mixed them up. There we go. We're good. And then we take our little thing with us. What I'm gonna do right now is just search for a place that we want our possum hovel. I don't know whether there's like a guest house for new players to go to if we if it's nighttime. I'm gonna fix up this road a little bit. Look, it's we must put in happiness. When a night dig a hole. I know dig a hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, etc., etc. I kind of want to build stairs and stuff. I want to make things better for the community. What is this? Enchanting. Free gifts with the... Oh, that's so cute. I'm just gonna explore a little bit first. Future town hall site. Nice. Hells yeah. Oh man, let's look. Let's look around. Skeleton! I love him. And then we do this and we do that. Oh, I like the wither and the cake. Ghostie's having a good time. Bucks. Submit candidacy. Candidacy? What are we submitting candidacy for? Please add your name, username to the book. I don't understand. I don't get it. There's shears and sheep farm if I need a bed. Oh, thank you. Royal election. Well, I'm a newcomer. I don't think I should put myself in to anything. Yay. Wait. Hold on. Okay, it got real quiet for a moment. I was like, oh no. Please put back or replace shears. Look, can we just get... Oh, can we... I'm just gonna get 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. And then we'll put that back and we'll make ourselves a bed. Yeah. And that way we have a bed for when it's nighttime. Yeah, I don't know. Like, wait, I was looking around. Let's go back. Go back, cause we were looking at that, and then the shears happened, And then look at this beautiful little forest. Look at this beautiful sakura garden. Oh, I love it. I love it. We gotta figure out where we're gonna put our possum hovel. It's gotta be somewhere that is. Hello, buddy. You're such a cutie. I wish I could pet you. I love him. What are you? Well. I was hoping it was something dead. Yeah, I'm not a political possum, so I'm not gonna put up my can. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah. I love this house. This is a very cute house. And look, you could. Oh my lord! Oh my god! Chat, look at this beautiful view. Look at this beautiful view. This is so cool. We're gonna figure out where we're gonna put a possum hovel. But I think we're gonna mine our resources ourselves. We gotta find somewhere that we can. We gotta find somewhere that we can. Does it tell me? Oh, they're fine. Okay, I understand. I think. We gotta figure out somewhere that we are going. Matthew Damon. There we go. Should I close up this hole so other people don't fall in? That would probably be smart. It's something we can do as a civic good. And being very silly. But yeah, I want to find a place where we can put our possum hovel, and we can have a nice secret lab under it where we can make. I guess it's not a secret because I'm telling you guys, but we can have our secret. Oh, what is this? A copper coin. Gasolina, that's amazing. We gotta have somewhere where we can create our Farm Fresh Xenomorphs, which are just chickens, but like, shh, play into the kayfabe of it, okay? Play into the kayfabe. Oh, Asa Amy. What? What is this? Right? Jog? Shop? Is it supposed to say shop? I mean, this is probably somebody's house, so we're not gonna. This has to be somebody's house. We're not gonna look into any of their things. We're a nice ghost, okay? We don't steal from other people. Look at all these boats. Kitten dog! Why did I say kitten when that is clearly not a cat? Hello, buddy. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just taking the time because I haven't looked at any of this. All I did previously was log in to make sure I could log in, and that was it. Warning reports of witchcraft in the area. Commissar Gonzo's Witch Store discount for Weisses. Got it. So and then so. I'm not a Weiss, so I don't think I can go there. Maybe one day. What is this? Hi, baby. Hello, little guy. You're so cute. How are you? I don't know what to do with you, so I'm not going to do anything. Free cookies? Free cookies? It didn't lie! Oh, free cookie. I will take one free cookie. Thank you so much. Is you one free cookie? Yeah, this is so cool. Okay. I think we've kind of looked around a whole bunch. So we're gonna go back to spawn and then we're gonna figure out... Ah! What is this? Zell. Hi, baby. Hello, baby. How are you? I hope you enjoy your apple. Hi. What? Potatoes! Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for a place. Oh. Oh? I'll follow you?
Huh?
Hmm?
What did you say?
Am I following you or no?
No,
Okay.
no. You're not. You're free to go wherever you want. And if
Okay.
you need anything and you can't find it, just ask. Okay?
Okay, thank you. We mute again. Okay. So, let's figure out where we're gonna eat. Eat? Stand. Words are hard. Where we're going to make our possum hovel. Don't worry. I'm not insane. I'm just, brain damaged. Okay. So this is where we started. Look at all the cute sheep too. All the different colors. Self, what is this? Who are you? Charlie's Hall of Banners. Yay. Okay, so this is where we got our wood. I feel like we should kind of go a little bit out here. I don't think we should be in the sakura blossoms. Well, that's not our thingy. Maybe we should be over here. But I feel like if we're too close to the water... But if we have water, then that's easier for us to manage our xenomorphs. Okay, we're gonna... Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clear a space over here. We're mostly gonna be building out of wood to start. And then over time, if we keep if we stay here, we are going to oh, you're connected to other trees, aren't you? We will replace the wood with stone as we dig out under to create our Farm Fresh Xenomorph operation in Secret Lab. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so that is clear. That what is this connected to? We don't want to keep extra shade. I know I'm deforesting this area a little bit. But this is mostly so that I can know where we've been. Because if you've watched my stuff, you understand that I have an incredibly bad time. An incredibly bad time with directions. I'm pretty sure there's like a mini map that I can pay attention to. But the worry that I have is that I will get lost. So, I'm gonna put my bed here. What is this? Leaflet. We'll keep it for now. We don't have any coal, but that's fine. So we're gonna set up around here. So we will cut down a few more of these trees because of the canopy that it's still creating. And then we'll go back and we'll create a path. Because I think that's the first thing we should do, is create a path. And maybe make a sign that says Opossum hovel. I think that's what we should do first. So we'll also put this down so we can make a sign. Oh, actually. Old ways. Alright. Okay. So we go back this way because I'm pretty sure this is the road. Yes, here's the road. So we'll have to clear trees and stuff. We're not really gonna be that out of the way. Opossum hovel. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We might even make this a stone pathway eventually. So what I intend to do is we're just gonna make the basic thing that I have the tutorial pulled up for. And then we are going to do some mining. We're going to do some mining. I know, shocking. Shocking that we might... No! It's fine. We're close. Yeah, we'll just go make another one. Another one. I know. In this mine and craft game, we are going to do some mining. We're gonna get one of these, and then we're gonna make another axe. Those are axes close to breaking 2. Okay. I'm playing so many games recently that have different oh man, this doesn't have the thing where it automatically. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Look to upgrade if one is about to break? Maybe. Maybe. We'll have to do some, like I said, some mining. I want to fill in this dirt. We're just gonna make a nice little path. The mining will happen after we've created our initial opossum hovel. Oh, because it's tied to this tree. Not see the forest for the leaves. I guess it's the forest for the trees, but you know. I don't know what we can do to make our Farm Fresh Xenomorph section really scream like corporate, dark corporate comedy / horror. But I guess we'll look at that when we get there, you know? Oh, hey, bees! Like that one bee that came into my house the other day. I don't know why I'm collecting all the leaf stuff. But I am. Like, what does the leaf stuff have that we want? Not really anything. But, you know, maybe we just want the aesthetics. Leaf aesthetics. The aesthetics of leaves. No, you don't get to exist. Yeah. This is the first time that I haven't been motion sick within 10 minutes of starting this game, so hey, we're actually doing pretty good. That is the main reason that you guys have not seen me play Minecraft. And we are gonna kind of... No! Can I eat? But it's evening! Dramamine. Oh my lord. The first time I was ever on a crew. A cruise. I had Dramamine. I think I actually shared that with some of my compatriots. If I remember correctly. Because it was for my sister-in-law's wedding. And some of her guests were having really bad seasickness. Okay. So what we're probably gonna do is okay. Okay. We're not gonna put out. I'm gonna put all of these leaves in the water. I don't want them. I don't want them. Yeah, but I think I used to have to take, oh god, what was it called? Goji would remember, but I don't remember. But I don't. Okay, we need to make a 3x3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking at the thing. Okay, so we need 7 out. Okay. Oh, we'll do birch logs. 1. Oops. 2. Oh, this is too close to the thingy. Well, is it though? Cause nobody. Okay, we can do it like this. 2, 3. Or what am I doing? I'm so silly. I'm so silly. Ghosty silly. I had a better idea immediately. Immediately. Oh yeah, the other thing I need to do is make a new... One, 2. We'll need that. There we go. Actually, why don't we just make another axe? So that way we don't have to waste time making a new axe every time. There we go. Okay. Now let's grab that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. We can make the floor birch, and then the walls can be oak. I think that'll be good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We're gonna move. Yes. Oh, you know what we should also do? We should also go ahead and make a chest. Okay, so we're also gonna grab all of these and do that. That was probably not very smart, but that's okay because I have another thing that we can do. Okay. Got those two. We're gonna put it up here. And I'm just gonna put like all this stuff that we're not currently using in there. Alright, let me check chat. I'm hoping to go another hour before I stop. Let's see. So we got over that. Right, I'm gonna need torches, but that's fine. We will handle that in a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I love him. He's so cute. Sorry, I just keep seeing the ghast in the distance there, and it makes me so happy. Okay, so the next thing is 1, 1. Digging out the circle. Like I said, I'm looking at a tutorial for this because I thought about trying to do this like more of a just kind of figure it out as we go sort of thing, and then I realized that that way lies sadness. For Ghostie, that way lies Ghostie being like, I don't know what to do, and giving up. So instead of doing that, I'm following a thing. Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And so we'll fill in this with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically anything that we're not digging out, we'll fill in with our wood. You know, there is something we gotta do real fast. Because we haven't done any mining. We don't have any stone, which means we can't create an oven. And we kind of need that. We need torches. We need torches. Let me, real quick, go back and see if we can, like, get some stone. Like, we saw that place close up. That it looked like somebody had started a mine. Let's see if we can get some stone from there. Yeah, like right there. We're just gonna get stone. We should probably eat. Hold on. What do we need? We need 8. Oops. Oh no. People aren't sleeping yet. We have to get back to the hovel. Oh no. We have to sleep through the night. Oh shit. No. No! The zombies! Okay. Well, we can go back to what we were doing. Thank you, whoever sent to sleeping through the night. I really appreciate it. Matthew Damon. I got all discombobulated. Oh, right there. Yes. So we are just... I think we need... I don't remember how many we need. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's enough. I think. We'll find out soon enough. Oh no! Their ads incoming again, chat! It's fine. That's fine. We'll log off during the time that we have chat. We'll log off. Because I don't want to be mean. I don't want you guys to be sad. But while we are doing that, we will... it was just 8. Sweet. Okay. So, oh, Varso, thank you for that hydrate. Thank you for watering your streamer. What we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna make some charcoal. These burn? Yes, hells yeah, let's go. Thank you for that stretch! So we're just gonna make some charcoal real fast, and so we can make some torches. So that we have less man spawning. And when we, like I said, when we do ads, we will just log out during ads and come back. Come back after. Because we're just gonna make our dome today. I think we can complete that within an hour. We can complete a dome. And then after we're done with that, we'll have our house with everything in it that we need. And it is almost done. Yippee. Okay. I keep pressing tab to close things, and that's not how you close things. I don't have Ghostie. I don't have a Ghostie skin for Minecraft. We're gonna just put some stuff around here. Gonna light it up a little bit. And then we gotta log out. So we will be back in that after we're done with that break. Why did I send us over here? I meant to send us over here. We have some background music. It'll be real good. Yeah, Chad, I appreciate the fact that you guys are chilling. We're just having a good time, you know. We're just trying to build our opossum hovel that what I'd like to do is probably make something in the hovel that will be opossum shaped, but that's something that I'll research how to do later, so we can do it at another time. Yeah, I'm actually very surprised that I was able to play for that long without a break, because for a while now I have been trying to train my motion sickness. It's a hard go. I learned recently that part of what determines if you're gonna have a lot of motion sickness is if your parents roughhoused with you when you were a baby, like if they like did the tossing and the playing around and stuff, which my parents did not do with me, as apparently emotions did grow bad. But the way to kind of get yourself out of that is to go in stints of like 10 minutes and then stop, and 10 minutes and stop until you kind of desensitize yourself. And I have been playing a whole bunch of games that used to make me real motion sick, and now they don't, and I'm so happy about it. It makes me very excited that I get to play games like Minecraft, Far Far West, stuff like that. That's just enjoyable. It's just enjoyable for me. I get to do stuff that's fun without sitting here going, oh no, I'm gonna have to end in 10 minutes because I'm real sick. I'm not sick. But yeah, we're gonna build our opossum hovel out of wood, and we're gonna light up the interior, and then after we do that, that's probably where we're gonna end today, and then next time we'll work on like building our sneakrets. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Welcome back from ads, everybody. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for sitting through, and thank you for hanging out with me today. I have been having a blast, and I hope that you have been enjoying it as well. We will get back into the next time. Okay, you have a good night, Rapier. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yeah. And we will get back into the server to continue our hovel. Are we still stuck? Yes. Okay. Sweet. Wait. I got so confused for a second. I was like, what? Where am I going? Okay. So yeah, we have torches. We have food. I feel like if we want to do our sneakrets, we should probably set ourselves to do not disturb so it'll actually be a secret? I don't know. Okay. So we're back to dash. Back to looking at this. It was 5, right? 1. No! Two. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. And then 1. 2. I tend to hold down too much. 2. And then 1, 2. Oh, I'm silly. Okay. Oh no, it's dark. It's fine. We will probably have to cut down more birches. We'll probably have to cut down more birches. We are gonna just fill in this. Nobody, thank you for saying hi. Secret base would be in a nice village, nice in a village. Can't be noticing that. Yeah, exactly. You understand. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more birch because we're almost out. Okay. Thank goodness we have so many trees around. So many trees to harvest. Yeah, I'm really glad that I decided to stream today. I gotta admit, I woke up a little bit not feeling great. As I have been recently. Just it for me, when I wake up in the morning, I'm usually not in the best mood. I know, shocker. It's fine, we have a new wood nest. Misread the word birch? Yeah, I know. Sorry, it took me a moment. I was like, how would they misread birch? Silly possum. Tricks are perfect, James. Well, okay, cranky is not the right word. It's more like I take a moment to realize that I'm awake. And, yeah, thank you for being here for 45 streams, Caprice. I really appreciate it. And so I'll be kind of not very happy to exist for a little bit. And then eventually I'll get better. But it can be difficult. It can be difficult for the ghostie. Woke up, I haven't had my breakfast yet, and I'm cranky for some reason. Conversation starter you've had with me. It's true! But I've gotten better about it. I've gotten better about it. I now remember to eat breakfast before I am like, why am I so upset? So at least I remember to eat food. Sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes I don't remember to eat food. I can be like, why would I eat food when I'm busy? Okay, so the next thing we're doing is getting out the dirt that's in the middle here. So that we can fill all of this in. Do I have another? I do not. Have a good night. Thank you for stepping in, Caprice. No, we're not gonna need that. There we go. Sleep well. I do like using the leaves for fuel in our furnace. I think it's a good option. Now we're not gonna be able to make it super fancy today. We're basically just gonna make sure that we have floors and the roof is done and a door in. And then next time when we play, I assume we're gonna play again at least. Next time when we play, we will do things like add windows and like, oh god, we're really that low already on wood? Holy, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a stone shovel. So that when this one breaks... Yeah. Why am I using a shovel for that? I don't know. Okay. I don't know what Hannah Montana Linux is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I generally run Mint. But that doesn't mean I don't think other ones are good. I just generally run Mint. That's all. Well, no, I figure it's a distro. I just don't know which. Candace, where the fuck? Oh, nice. Well, I hope that it is good if you try it out. I typically won't do a lot of distro hopping. I tend to stick with one, and then if I start having issues, that's when I'll hop. Which is probably not the smartest, because I should probably stick with a distro long term, even if I'm having trouble, and like try and help it get better instead of be like, I have a problem, so I'm just gonna run away. Hey, if you like art, then there's no problem with sticking with it. I stick with Mint just because it works for me. I technically run 2 different versions of Mint, but you know. I have LMDE meant on my streaming PC and on my non-work PC. And then I have normal mint on my gaming rig. Thank you for headbats, Origios. Your old laptop is in a bad state. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Great shots. Let's go. We're gonna have to do something that looks like, I don't know, tubes that we can keep xenomorphs in. I might see if we can be all kind of like silly about it. And make pods for them. We should build egg chambers. Probably a series of tubes. I mean, the internet is a series of tubes. Yeah, we'll probably have a series of tubes. Ooh, we need to put our bed down, actually. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. Hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. Honestly, this is a much larger hovel than I thought I was gonna build. And I should have thought about that before. But I didn't. I should have thought about it, but I did not think about it. Hi, Chimkin. How's it going? I don't think a facehugger would have a good time on a Chimkin. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that a facehugger would enjoy its life if it got on a Chimkin. We're gonna leave the one with the beehive alone, though. Anyway, this cake. Well, no, but a facehugger. Okay, so a facehugger is the reproductive tool of the xenomorph. So we're gonna remove this and put it somewhere else eventually. So it does not eat, right? Oh, actually, we can just put that in there. Right, we need another. Yeah, we need another axe. The facehugger does not eat. The facehugger only causes other things to stop existing so that more xenomorphs can exist. you know? Which is sad because I think that the facehugger is incredibly adorable. So me going like wanting them to exist means that they won't live very long, you know. Which I get why they don't. And I get that I shouldn't think that the reproductive organ is cute, but it is. What am I gonna do? What do you do when something is adorable like that? Just gonna say it's not cute? Gonna lie? No, I'm thinking about making maybe a discussion video if I can muster up the gumption to do it. Maybe a discussion video about different types of robots and synthetics in sci-fi. Because I was thinking about it, and I am very, sympathetic towards a lot of made-up creatures. Those of you who've been around for a while remember the imaginary invisible chinchilla. And for those of you who have not been around for a while, there is an imaginary chinchilla that Goji has come up with, that he will sometimes mime doing things like petting the chinchilla or putting it somewhere. And and I'm not intending to do this. This is not a bit, which I think makes it worse. I just got very upset, and I want the chinchilla to be okay. You're not part of the furniture. You're a barbarian. And yeah, I get upset at the idea that this invisible and imaginary chinchilla could possibly maybe be harmed or might not be 100% okay, you know? Look, I'm not, I know that I can get a bit gruesome, but I'm not really into the human skin as furniture thing. You know, I know you guys are like, oh, but she likes horror. And it's true, I do. But generally speaking, I'm not into furnitures made out of humans. Necro couch? But that's still furniture's made out of people. And I it's not that I'm anti letting you do as you wish, but I am a little bit anti using my friends for furniture. Just a little bit. Bone furniture is cool, but why would I want to use your bones to make furniture? You need those. You require them. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the birch for things like windows, fencing, and doors and things. I'm gonna grab these out of here because move that inside. There we go. Yeah. I showed my bones, please respond. Nope. Not what I wanted. I wanted you. So we're gonna do I want the doors to be here. Yeah. And we will put our chest back here. We can put stuff like this on that. Where's that with that? This. Oopsie boopsie. Okay. Now I'm gonna look at the tutorial again, and it will tell me what I'm supposed to do next. Okay. I put in the doors, and it might have been too early to put in the doors. I don't know. But that is, there we go. We're gonna put one of these blocks in the middle of each. Here we go. Except for this one that has, you know. Also gonna put down a few of these. We're not making anything fancy yet. We're just making it we're just making it work for what we're doing. Matthew Damon. Okay, let's sleep. Okay. Okay. Are you gonna do one of these so we can get up here? 2. And then... Okay, so that's 2, 1, 1, 1. One. 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 And then 2. There's gonna be a large home. You know what? We might be able to even put the xenomorph stuff in this home. I thought this was gonna be a tiny place, but I'm silly and I don't understand scale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We'll go down here. 1, 2, 3. It's so big. Yeah, we'll have to do some. We'll have to do some stuff. Some fancy things later. But for now, I think this is gonna be fine. Phew. Yeah, what I kind of want to do is like put in stairs on the inside of these. I don't know. Well, I'll kind of decide how I want it to look in the interim between when we play next, like now and when we play next. Can I do like one of these and then can I be fancy like that? No, I can't. Oh, I can! Okay, let's go. Matthew Diamond. I can do this. I'm just trying to get the dirt. There we go. Yeah, because what we'll need is scaffolding and stuff to come back up here. And clear out the things like the dirt. 1, 2. And then we can do 1, 2 here as well. Okay. Well, I guess we can clear out the dirt by doing one of these. And then I think, like, we can do that and that. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I want to see, hold on, I just want to see, okay, so I see what, okay, I think I understand. I think I understand. Possum may not understand completely. 1, 2, 3. But we'll get there. 2. 1. No! Not dirt! 2. 3. Oh, you know what we should also do? To make our lives a little bit better. We should probably light this stuff up. probably put some lights on our roof. I mean, again, we can make it pretty another day. I'm not too concerned about that. We have so much oak. Well, and that's the other thing. We can, like, go ahead and do... Oh my lord. Like, at least the one layer around the bottom. I'm a little nervous that'll go too much. Like, I know what we're going for here. And as long as we get the main archways, it'll be good. Because I'm starting to realize that we won't have the full arch, or the full dome built by the end of the hour. But if we can get all four arches, that should leave us in a good space. There we go. Especially since we have that one layer around, so we can just like build up next time. See, next time is gonna be like a lot of building up everything and then making it look pretty. Cause I think that I didn't realize how big the structure was gonna be. But that does mean we don't have to do as well. But okay, so here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking. Now at this juncture. A Opossum hovel can be kind of like separated out a little bit into different portions. We don't have an even way, like an even amount of things. If we remove this door, actually. Then we got that. I think that's probably more pleasing to the eye. We'll look at making lanterns next time too. But I'm thinking what we'll do is have it so that we can separate this like into a little room for me, and then we can do things like have different portions. We could even make like a little cafe so people can come in and get like a little drink. And this can be the possum hovel. And then once we're done, actually we need to put this door away. And we're gonna take one oak sign. And then afterwards. No. We can build our Farm Fresh Xenomorph. 1, 2, 3, 4. Farm underneath, and that's what we're serving our people, right? Yeah. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. I think this is a wonderful start. The only reason I'm like, I wanna stop now is I'm getting hungry. And I would like food. Which I can do if I'm off stream. But yeah, now we have like the skeletal structure of what it is gonna be. Sorry, Royce, and I stopped paying attention as much. I was looking at. Joanna, thank you for that. Joanna, thank you for watering a steamer. But yeah, we have the bone structure for it. So I think next time, one thing I might do is off stream and make gather more wood and stuff. I could even just build this all off. But that's kind of like part of the point of being here while I'm doing it, right? Is to chat with you guys while I build this. Yeah, so I might gather some more wood and stuff off stream. So that we have everything ready. But I want to do things like make lanterns. And we'll make it all pretty. And it'll be beautiful. And then we can make it all wonderful. And then down in... If my brain could stop making me right click, that would be amazing. Then down beneath we can have our secret Farm Fresh Xenomorphs. Yeah, I think that's good. We have a good thing going here, chat. We have a good thing going. Okay, hold on. Yeah. I had fun. I'm glad I got this set up, and I'm glad I said yes when Joanna asked me if I wanted to join. It was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much. Stop raids for an hour. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. We're gonna be live tomorrow with some Far Far West with Mauser and Nelly and Blinka. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I unfortunately did not farm enough kills to get the skin I want. I'm like 10,000 short, I want to say. I'm on the latter half of getting the kills I need for that skin, but it's a lot of fun, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. But I will be raiding out and sending you guys over to someone else. Please have a wonderful day. Eat something delicious. Hug someone or something you love, and I will see you next time. But until then, go